Hello guys and girls, and welcome to the Defence of the Australians summer season. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I'm here with MTS eSports, and they're playing the team that I casted last game, 300 Spartans, that unfortunately lost in a very thrilling 65-minute game to, come on son, let's see how they're going to do against MTS eSports. I'm really looking forward to this game. I know how 300 Spartans plays. I know that they've got really good drafting skills. I know that they could really roam around quite well. I don't know how MTS Esports plays, but if they're an esports, yes, well, I guess it's just to see whether they can really bring out the whole esports idea, the whole we're paid to play sports. To play games sort of mentality, to see if it really goes down well. I don't know much about MTS. I think they did participate in the last season. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure which other tournaments. I need to get in the loop. I really need to get into the loop with Australian teams, because some of them are absolutely amazing.
Remaining. Radiant team ban.
Okay, taking a look at the first starting two bans by 300 Spartans. We've got Morana as a ban, which sort of makes sense, and Storm Spirit as a secondary ban there, probably because of not necessarily their global presence, but the fact that you always have to be aware that they might be near you. Meanwhile, MTS Esports banning out a couple of tanky heroes. Alchemist, absolutely brilliant support with very good late game potential, and Elder Titan, very strong team fight hero that can that if you're in the wrong position can really set out the difference in a make or break team fight.
Venomancer.
First pick gonna be Venomancer for 300 Spartans. Venomancer, a very strong hero with that Poison Nova ultimate, as well as the Plague Wards. Actually, all of his spells are particularly strong. There's nothing that you wouldn't want to not skill with Venomancer. You're probably going to go a 1-1-1 build, because that Venomous scale is very, very strong in the early game. The fact that it's a 50% slow for 15 seconds is just absolutely ridiculous. It means that it can be used so strongly inside the game, and although it's only 25 damage with 0 damage over time, it has been nerfed, but it's still very good for the slow. It means that you can get a lot of early game right clicks in, which is what the recent meta is trying to encourage. It's trying to encourage those early game ganks, those early game right clicks. As a response from MTS, we see Visage. Visage is one of those heroes that can be very strong when played properly. He's one of those micro heroes, and in my opinion, he's pretty hard to micro. You've got to get him just right with the familiars, especially in the middle of a team fight. But if you get it right, you can really change the shape of a team fight.
5 seconds remaining.
Vision's seeing a lot of pro picks for his basically his level 1 Dagon at level 1. That Soul Assumption is extremely good. It deals a lot of damage, as well as his early ability to slow with the Grave Chill. It means that he can roam very well. It means that he's tanky. He's reasonably tanky. Visage, definitely a very good pick. Their second pick is the Nature's Prophet, Furion, once again with that global presence, also a very strong off lane, mainly because he doesn't have to be in lane to get gold. But also because he is reasonably tanky, and he does have a form of escape in the form of Sprout and Teleportation. When he is sprouted, you cannot actually see, if he sprouts himself, you cannot actually see inside the trees, unless you've got something to get rid of the trees, such as Timbersaw. Timbersaw, solid hero against Nature's Prophet, potentially. Or Windrunner with her arrow going through trees, cutting through trees.
10 seconds
Timbersaw.
remaining.
I love seeing Timbersaw play. I love seeing a Bloodstone Timbersaw, purely because it means that there can be a lot of combos done with the Chakram, with the Whirling Death, with the Timber Chain, and he is really tanky, which means that if you can't burst him down quick enough, he's going to regen with that reactive armor.
Team ban. Dire team ban.
In response, we see a Bristleback ban from coming up from MTS eSports. Bristleback, another one of those tanky heroes. Obviously, they don't want 300 Spartans to play with tanky heroes, seeing as we've got 3 tanky hero picks, 3 of which are a support actually, but 2 of which can go really well in the late game. In the late game as carries.
10 seconds remaining.
Similarly, on 300 Spartan side, we've got an Ursa ban. Ursa being quite a strong hero to basically cancel out the weaker heroes like Venomancer, the squishier ones. And you've also got a Silencer ban there, mainly for the global. Silencer's ultimate is very strong global silence for up to 5 seconds. It can really change the tide in a team fight. MTS eSports banning out that Life Stealer. They don't want to see a Life Stealer hard carry, and they immediately pick out a Crystal Maiden, squishy hero, but it means that mana-intensive heroes no longer need to get a Ring of Basilius if they're mana-intensive carries, such as Weaver, such as Morana, such as Phantom Lancer. These heroes no longer need, they can just rely on mana. Crystal Maiden going very well with something like a Chaos Knight for the exact same reason. The mana-intensive carry, not to mention her ultimate, when done properly, is absolutely killer. Absolutely killer. I've seen Rampage ultimates with Crystal Maiden in competitive play. It is possible. Not to mention Frostbite, really early game, very good early game ganking, roaming. She can definitely have a lot of potential in terms of roaming with her style. Now we're just waiting for the next pick here by 300 Spartans. MTS eSports actually have a sub-in for today, not really from MTS. There is the standard. They weren't able to find their 5th. This might affect their gameplay. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully they've all got their communication, and we're still going to be able to see really good plays between both of these teams. Undying is the next pick by 300 Spartans. This is a little bit unexpected, to be quite honest. We haven't seen Undying in a game for quite a while. We do see Undying in competitive play, though, mainly because Tombstone is absolutely good harass. It's also a very good slow. Not to mention he's a very tanky support. He's one of the few strong tanky supports. And the other one that I can think of are Earthshaker, are an already banned out Elder Titan. Earthshaker not seeing much play, and I guess that's it. You know, as a strong 5 support, or as a strong hard lane sort of support, they're really the only ones I'm thinking of. So Undying is definitely sees a lot of play in the competitive scene because of his tankiness. And we see a Luna pick for the hard carry on the side of MTS here. I love seeing Luna. I absolutely love the playstyle that's associated with Luna. I love the fact that you can farm with her and still get kills early on in the game. It's very hard to do that with a lot of hard carries, but that Lucent Beam, especially with that range on that Lucent Beam, means a little bit of harass, means that you can really deal a lot of damage. Late game, she has the Moonglaive. That's basically a brilliant anti-push measure. Or looking at this sort of lineup with Nature's Prophet and Luna's Moonglaive later on in the game, it looks like they are building a sort of anti-push, counter-push sort of lineup. Maybe they want to farm up the Luna. Maybe they're going to go for a really strong sort of carry mid, like an OD, like a very strong carry style mid is the OD that 300 Spartans has picked up. Now, OD, although is a carry, is known to pick up a support item such as a Yule's, definitely a 4-star because of how squishy it is. He is, or even a mech. Something that we might see the Venomancer or the Undying pass up for OD to take. Not for this lineup. I wouldn't see it happening for this lineup, but I can definitely see it happening for some sort of support item for that OD and mid, especially with Timbersaw playing support. They're going to need a good hard carry, though. They don't really have a strong pushing lineup, and they don't really have a strong right-click lineup. They've got a lot of magical damage, and that can be countered with Luna just getting a BKB and turning on her Lucent Beam. A couple of bans here. We've seen a Nyx Assassin ban purely because MTS don't have a mid, and Nyx Assassin would be brilliant for pickoffs against the Venomancer as well as the OD. Meanwhile, MTS ban out the Weaver because 300 Spartans don't have a solid hard carry. The Weaver's very hard to deal with. MTS eSports, however, do pick up a Razor, and I presume that Razor's going to go in mid, and I love seeing Razor mid against OD purely because of that huge right-click damage that ODs tend to get in the late game. And although it is magical damage, it still is quite strong damage. Most importantly, the Astral Imprisonment doesn't actually break the static link, meaning that Razor can continue linking through the Astral Imprisonment if he happens to pick out Outworld Devourer. And Doom is the pickup by 300 Spartans. Are we going to see a hard carry Doom? We're probably going to see a hard carry Doom. That is going to counter Luna. That is going to counter Razor. That is going to, it's going to be an easy kill on Crystal Maiden or Visage. And it's also going to get rid of Nature's Prophet. That Doom, the counter to everyone, is the pickup that we're going to see. Probably we're going to see a hard carry Doom, offlane Timbersaw, OD and mid, and a tri-lane with Undying and Venomancer, even though we could see dual lanes. MTS eSport, I'm seeing a dual lane CM Visage alongside that Luna, Razor in mid, and Nature's Prophet in the offlane. There's not really any strong potential for any tri-lanes here. With that Doom there, however, we could see a tri-lane. We could see a hard carry OD, technically. We could see a Venomancer mid, a Jungle Doom, and a hard carry OD, and that'd be unique. That'd be genuinely unique. I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be pretty amazing. Okay, so getting into this game, let's take a look at the teams here. The sub is playing as a Visage, probably a hard carry Visage. Dark Horse is on that Nature's Prophet, offlane Nature's Prophet. Looks like they're all going to move into the offlane to maybe get an early pick off here. Cockazilla Dolphin is playing the Luna, it's a hard carry Luna. And is playing on the Crystal Maiden as a 5 support, probably a roaming support. And Razor is played by Yo. Meanwhile, on the side of THS, we've got Aiden playing the OD, Pixis playing the Undying, Pank O is playing the roaming support of Venomancer. We've got the Doom played by Hazy. Looks like they are going to meet each other, so let's quickly take a look at this offlane, the Hyviga. Looks like they are going to meet each other. Dark Horse is going to start on some right-clicking. The OD wants to start up as well. He's going to pull out the Visage and already take some of his mana. There's already been a static link chained up. Probably not the right spell to go for when you're going for an early first blood. Couple more right-clicks. A Soul Assumption is going to take that Doom down really low, but it's not going to kill him. And there's going to be a few more trades. Ultimately, definitely better for MTS ES, because Doom is going to have to go back to base. And if he is the hard carry, that's not looking very good for him. If he's going into the jungle, then it's not as much of a problem. Unfortunately, unlucky on the Rune Spawn. Rune Spawn has gone south. It is an invisibility ward. Not really important, but it looks like Nature's Prophet is going to go for it. No, he's just going to... They are going to run an offensive tri-lane by the looks of it there. They're going to run a Crystal Maiden, Visage, Luna offensive tri-lane. So definitely a sort of strong offensive tri-lane. The only stun there, however, is the Frostbite, and it's not exactly a stun. But they can definitely get kills here. If they play it right, they can definitely get kills here.
Come!
Looks like they are going to move in. No, they're not, because
Denied.
I believe it was just the Crystal Nova that was cast. Just the Crystal Nova that was cast, and it looks like the static link has gone, and you can see it definitely goes through there, goes through the Astral Imprisonment. So that that tally up is definitely going to go in the way of Razor, who can now get easy right clicks and easy denies here, and you can see him. He's going to be able to get these easy right clicks. After stealing a lot of damage, pretty much half of OD's damage, and he has gone a high damage build, especially in the early game here, so that static link is definitely going to be useful for Razor. I was wrong, it is Doom in the jungle. It is Doom in the jungle. It's an Undying Venomancer, a dual lane. Really interesting to see here. OD going into mid, being completely phased out by Yo-Yo. by Razor. And in the bottom lane, we've got Nature's Prophet fighting against the Timbersaw, who's just cutting down his trees. There are trees everywhere, and they have actually managed to block him in. And is this going to be a big play here? No, it looks like it's not going to be a big play. He's just going to move. There is going to be a first blood. It's going to happen on the top. Looks like they are going to move in onto this Venomancer as well. Is there going to be another Soul Assumption? He doesn't have the mana for another Soul Assumption there. A little bit of damage done there. First blood taking down the Doom? Taking down the Doom there, the low-level Doom as they move into the jungle here. Doom trying to get a little bit of farm into the jungle. Seeing as he's not playing as a hard carry Doom, though, it's not as bad as it could be. I don't necessarily agree with the TP. Could have saved up the mana and just walked back into lane. But he probably wants to get some quick plays there, quick last hits. Taking a look at these last hits, we're going to see what's happening here. We've got Luna easily on top with 13, followed by the Nature's Prophet on 11, and the Razor's just taken 11 as well. Completely outlaning this OD, which is 2 and 2. The OD playing very, very, very safely to try and counter this really well done aggression by Razor, who hasn't even picked up the Plasma Field yet, interestingly enough. And he is going to once again steal a whole bunch of damage from this OD and just right-click him and really put a lot of pressure onto this OD that really can't do much. It seems, if I'm not mistaken, that Nature's Prophet is wanting to block out his own camps here, interestingly. No, these camps have been blocked out by these brilliant ward positionings here. This ward actually cancelling out both of these jungle camps. So really good ward placement by the Dire. Not that it was necessary, seeing as the Radiant, that is MTS, did end up going in offensive tri-lane, so they're not actually pulling and stacking. Now Luna is getting a lot of farm here. I was going to say it's affecting their levels, and it definitely is affecting their levels if we do take a look at the hero level. We've got the two tops being the Nature's Prophet as well as the Razor, closely followed by their respective lanes. And there isn't actually much experience loss here between the two teams, between MTS and THS. But if we take a look at the gold graph, yeah, we definitely see a huge discrepancy towards MTS, as Luna is just getting the most farm. She's absolutely solo farming here. I'm surprised that she's not going for Hand of Midas, especially after getting that first blood. Early Hand of Midas would have gone really well. Looks like she just wants to go a standard build. Maybe they want to finish this game up nice and quickly. And definitely got a pushing build for it. OD is going to pop the invis into the bottle, and he's probably not going to be able to do much with it. Meanwhile, there's a smoke gank looking for that OD. They probably don't know that OD has gone to the camp, but he is going to reveal himself very, very soon. He's going to come down here. So now he has revealed himself, and he's going to get the last hit. And is the team going to move in? No, they're not. They're just going to look for this Doom. Are they going to be able to find him? The smokes have come off, so they know the Doom is nearby. They've got the Frostbite now. They've frostbit him. They're going to be doing some attacks. There's going to be some roaming around, though, from the Venomancer as well as from the Undying. The Soul Assumption is going to end up taking down that Doom. However, the Crystal Maiden is also going to be spotted out. Instead, that Visage is just going to move away, trying to save it. Crystal Maiden being the death there. They're just going to turn around though and turn on this Undying. Soul Assumption going down. That kill does go to Luna. Luna putting another Lucent Beam onto that Venomancer, and now the OD is also coming in. They're going to turn around on this Venomancer. That Venomous Gale doing a lot of damage. Are they going to be able to kill him? Razor's going to come in though. Razor's going to see the team fight, and he's going to go for the high damage target for that Link. And they're going to try and get him. They're going to try and get this up. They do. They end up getting down. And they're going to try and right-click. That huge damage from that Static Link means that they can kill him. He's doing 1/4 of the health there to the Undying. The Static Link really coming out from that Razor, dealing a lot of damage. Early game right-clicks. Meaning that ultimately, losing the Crystal Maiden for all of those players from THS, that team fight goes hugely in the favour of MTS. However, it might go backwards now, especially if Visage gets caught out. But no, he casts the Grave Chill. Yo-Yo is really trying to dive in here, but it looks like nothing's going to come out of that. Meanwhile, Furion coming very close to death against this Timbersaw, who does have his chakram now, not able to get the kill on the Nature's Prophet there. So immediately this Razor really farmed out. Now we'll see Razor on the top of the net worth charts there. We'll see Furion's coming second there, closely followed by Luna. A lot of right-click damage going from Yo-Yo. He actually saves him from that tower hit there, and he won't be receiving another. So that Astral Imprisonment actually not going in the favor of OD, forgetting that the static link does actually go through there, and you can see he's doing a huge amount of right-click damage. He's really stealing, and he's going to be able to push this lane out. Static link damage now leaving. Nature's Prophet almost already with a mechanism there, a really early mechanism. If he does happen to get it, Luna pushing up here, notice he's just going to farm. There might be a turn in from the Timbersaw here. Timbersaw very farmed. He definitely doesn't want to lose this team fight. He's going to launch the chakram. They're going to go in onto this Luna. They are going to take him down next instantaneously, but the Soul Assumption is going to actually take Timbersaw down quite quickly as well. Now the Visage just wants to move, and he's going to turn around. He's got a Soul Assumption. That Timbersaw, who loses this advantage. Not an optimal trade. Not an optimal trade, because Crystal Maiden is going to come in, and maybe she's going to get a couple of kills here. She's already run out of mana. She's doing a couple of right clicks. There's been a TP supporting from the Nature's Prophet. Yo-Yo is going to come in as well. There's going to be the trees are going to trap him in, and of course he's just going to go down to that Frostbite and to Nature's Prophet. And one more right click from the out of position Doom is going to die as well. Not a favourable trade-off at all. This game going, unfortunately, one-sided, completely one-sided to MTS, who are playing very well. That Crystal Maiden almost taking the wrong side of the blade there. They do spot out the OD from this very, very good warding here by the Dire. You've got a ward here. I absolutely love this ward spot. And they've watched the rune spot. They don't have any warding here, but they've already cancelled out the camps. They then realised that they didn't need to do. The Chakram going in for a lot of harass here, but otherwise not much else. Looks like they are going to commit to a push. Chakram going in, dealing a lot of damage, but it looks like they are just going to push out this tower. And they are going to zone out the defenders here and just deal damage with this tower. A TP pinged there from a TP. No, he's just cancelled that TP. Maybe an accidental cancel. There might be an initiation here. No, they're just going to back up. There is 5 here, so they don't want to start up. The ulti has come out from Luna. It's going to melt down that Venomancer. Undying's going to try and come in from the side. Soul Assumption's going to take him down very low. He's going to get a double kill. Timbersaw is just going to try and back out. Razor's going to clean up there. Razor's going to clean up the OD there, was it? No, it was the Doom. The Chakram trying to come in. There's still 5 manning here, which means that they can still deal a lot of damage, even though the Visage is quite low. He can just stay back and use his Dagon, his Soul Assumption there, to get the couple of kills that he needs.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They notice these illusions, but they're probably aware that they are illusions. And they are trying to find the real one. Razor using his links, not his links, field, plasma field there, to try and scout out. But unfortunately, he doesn't find the OD, so the OD is stuck in here until he can either get a TP to him or until he feels comfortable moving out of the lane. Meanwhile, a TP out by Fury, and it means that he is going to push out this bottom tower as well. It's already on 3/4 health. Already lost 1/4 of his health.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Really good positioning. Really good action by MTS here, aside from just getting the kills. Good scouting by the familiars here to see that they are actually all in the jungle here. And Doom's going to try and get some kills onto these heroes. And are they going to move in? They're not actually going to move in. So they are just. He is just going to try and move this into the trees here with the. No, Visage just recasts them. That way, there's absolutely no farm going to the enemy team. Looks like they're going to four-man push this middle tower here, so they're really putting in a lot of aggression. They're using these pushing abilities. They're using the Crystal Nova. They're using Luna's... Well, they're not using Luna's glaives. Luna doesn't have glaives anymore. And they're using these familiars to really try and push. And Venomancer's desperately trying to counter-push here with the Plague Wards. But at 12-3, it's not looking very good for the team at all. Let's take a quick look at these graphs. What's that? 7,000-ish going to MTS in terms of XP. 7.5 going in terms of gold. Both to MTS, which have really taken the lead here. Denied. Oh, that deny. Chakram doesn't even take it. Chakram going in. He's thinking about going in on this Luna, but he's well out of position. Luna's going to stun him. Then he's going to be frostbitten and he's going to go right down. Not as much as the static link could have taken there, but it does give him more. He's taken more damage than he already has. Than he has of base damage. So he's doubles his damage just from that few seconds of... no, I take that back. That's just his normal. Yeah, he did take 24 damage, but he's got his double damage. Oh, double damage rune. Of course, logic. Come on, it's only logic, guys. They're going to continue on this push. They're really going to put a lot of emphasis onto this middle tower, while Fury and the Nature's Prophet does push out this bottom tower that's already on half health. And it looks like they're going to get away with it next to scot-free. That Frostbite might come out again. She's even got enough for that ult. A second point into the aura there, meaning that there's 5.3 regen for that Crystal Maiden. And everybody else is on full, so I can't even see their regen. 2.9 for that Razor. And once again, more pressure onto this middle tower. Timbersword does come in to try and contest this Furion, but Furion's just going to go and jungle. They end up pushing down this middle tower with very little resistance. And now they're going to move in, and it looks like they might be moving into the Rush. Or are they going to move into this Timbersword? No, it looks like he has been pinged. They are going to move into the Rush. The question is, are they going to actually stay in the Rush? No, just a casual point booster for Yo-Yo. Point booster, Staff of Wizardry, Aghanim's... It is upgradable by Aghanim's Scepter. Yes, it looks like he is going towards the Aghanim's Scepter there. And now they're sticking around here. They want to get a kill on this Timbersaw. A little bit of a waste of a plasma field, frankly, if you ask me. It's been a little bit of damage done, and they are going to move in from behind. There's going to be a Grave Chill. There's going to be a static link. No, they're just going to move back. They are behind the tower. They're not in a good position, though. Tombstone comes up. The Soul Assumption is going to need to come out soon. Is he going to turn around? He's going to Grave Chill and Soul Assumption and immediately take down the Venomancer. Dooms is going to come out on the Crystal Maiden, though. Except Doom's going to fall down. All of these heroes falling down. There's five heroes going down next instantaneously. I'm sorry I couldn't call what was happening quicker. Then they're going to take down that Tombstone. The Tombstone is going to fall on its own. Then they're going to push down this tower. 18-3 going to MTS. Unfortunately, very good team fights coming out all round. The Doom on that coming out on that Crystal Maiden to prevent the freezing field didn't make a difference. The right click damage coming out from the Razor, from the Nature's Prophet, from the Luna, it means that they're going to take this tower for free. They can shift around, they can do Rosh. They don't have minus armor, but I'm pretty sure they've got strong right click, not to mention a wasted Grave Chill to pop. It's not called Lincoln's, it's called Spell, but it is just called Spell Block, and then they can Frostbite him for extra damage. They do, however, have a medallion that they can use, which means that they do have minus armor. They can take down this Roshan quite quickly. I imagine Luna's going to be taking this Aegis. And that's basically it. Yep, this Roshan going down quite quickly. Luna taking down this taking this Aegis. We do actually have a sponsor that I'd like to mention. I'd like to mention Weta Caves in New Zealand. Absolutely amazing place. I've been there a couple of times. And Weta Studios, of course, responsible for making movie memorabilia as well as visual effects. They were the guys on the Lord of the Rings doing the effects on there. Would like to thank them for being the sponsor. Guys, if you'd like to follow me a little bit more, get onto twitch.tv/onlylogic. I do a lot of streams, I do a lot of casting. I'm going to be casting for the rest of the Defense of the Australians tournament, as well as doing my own stuff. Looks like Razor might be out of position here, but there's not going to be an initiation by Timbersaw because the team is close by. I don't know whether they know. They don't know that. There aren't any wards nearby, so the Dire team doesn't know where the enemy team is. Nature's Prophet split pushing. Timbersaw trying to come up, maybe get a kill. No, it looks like he's just going to counter push there. Meanwhile, they're going to 4-man mid. They're going to take all of this damage by the OD. Razor now has 210 damage to his name, and he's going to use that. He's going to right click this Undying, who's going to hit his ult next instantaneously and back off because he can't fight with that ult. Not against that Razor with all of that damage, but he's only got that damage for another few seconds now. The tower in mid going down because it simply cannot be contested. A free tombstone gold going to that Razor, farming up that there. Now they're going to just shift to top, get a couple of kills in the top lane here. Not a couple of kills, sorry. They're going to push out the minion wave, the creep wave. Then they're going to attack the tower. Probably get another tower for free. I can't really see THS contesting this. I mean, they could get a very strong team fight off, but looking at the graphs, it's 14,000 to MTS, 20,000 in gold. You usually don't come back from a deficit in that sort of way. Brilliant frostbite onto the creep there. Probably a misclick by Crystal Maiden, unfortunately. They're going to try and de-ward here, and no wards. No need to de-ward there at all. So MTS eSports really living up to their name. Furion is going to split push this bottom tower again. Meanwhile, while the rest of the team go into mid. Now this is the high ground. This is where inaccuracy comes into play. Those glaives starting to come out. Looks like she's just gone Moon Glaives and Lunar Blessings. She has taken a couple of points. She does want to go for that pushing build, so she has taken a couple of points into Moon Glaive, even though her damage could be a lot higher. She has casted her ult. She's going to go into this Doom. Frostbite's going to finish it up. Undying already on half health. Soul Assumption going to finish him off, and a couple of right clicks of Razor going to kill him. A couple of deaths going there. Now there's absolutely no contesting this uphill battle. This downhill battle, actually, for MTS. Looks like it has been reversed. Yo-Yo casting his ult there. A little bit of a waste of an ult, but he does get a little bit more movement speed. Maybe he can chase up. That middle tower is just going to melt. I'm seeing a GG call very, very shortly. Oh, Venomancer out of position, and he's just going to simply go down. But he does get the Venomous Gale off. Is that going to result in a few deaths? No, I can't see it, but Luna has been doomed. She is going to turn in. She does have her Aegis, though, so that's a bit of a waste of a Doom. Meanwhile, a couple of sprouts on the Doom here. The Doom is going to fall because of it. They might be able to get the Nature's Prophet. They do get the Nature's Prophet. Double kill going to the Timbersaw there, who is just trying to run away. Will he be able to run away? Soul Assumption going in and killing him. Not a favourable trade. I'm waiting for the GG call. They are just going to push down this barracks. There's no GG call, and there's just going to be harassed onto this Venomancer, who doesn't want to be out of position again. That Soul Assumption, that level 2 Soul Assumption, I think it was, the 2-band Soul Assumption, taking out a quarter of his health. But now that they've taken down the barracks, they can really relax. They know they're going to win these team fights. Luna doesn't need to farm up more, but she is going to take out these Ancients. No, she's going to farm the creep wave and push the lane. So you basically know it's a lost game when the net worth of one team, when your non-farming support has a higher net worth than any of the carries on the enemy team. That's when you know you're not in a very good position. Oh, brilliant familiar combo here coming down, and they are going to take down this Venomancer with the help of that microing from that Familiars there. Absolutely amazing play by that Visage. Meanwhile, there's an attempt to de-ward here. Crystal Maiden does get it after 3 misses. There's been a Dagon! What? What? Yeah, okay. A Dagon 3 purchase on that Luna. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Yo-Yo is going to static link this Undying, and he is going to make a couple of kills. The Soul Assumption going there, dealing a couple of damage, but ultimately he's just going to go back to base. Luna is going to continue pushing this creep wave, and you can see the glaives don't do as much damage as they could, but that's absolutely fine because the Lunar Blessing has caught up, which means that the ultimate is going to do max damage at this point now. Meanwhile, the rest of the team pushing out this mid tower. Absolutely amazing play, this whole idea of one split pusher and a four-man team push. Soul Assumption going down onto that Venomancer is going to take him down instantaneously. Timbersaw is going all in. He's going to try and get kills, but that double kill, that Soul Assumption, that triple kill? No, not a triple kill. That one goes to Yo-Yo, but almost a triple kill there to the Visage with that Soul Assumption. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet taking a lot of hits. Eclipse potentially could have done more damage. Yo-Yo is going to go right in, but that Static Link going through there. Godlike being given to their Solar Sun, and he's going to get another kill. Does he? No, Nature's Prophet is the one that gets the kill on that one as well. GG is called there. So we're going to see a game going to MTS eSports, or MTS eSports there, yeah, against 300 Spartans. A very unfortunate game for 300 Spartans, especially seeing as they have come out of a loss against their other game. They're not out yet. They've got many more games today. Many more games that I'll be casting, guys. Get on my channel. Hit the follow button on OnlyLogic, twitch.tv/OnlyLogic. Keep up with all of my games. And hit follow on Defense of the Australians, because some of these games are seriously amazing. We're seeing some great plays. We're seeing some absolutely amazing plays. 12-1 to that Visage, that carry Visage, getting all of his carry items there, like the medallion and the Aghanims. Brilliant play from both teams. Thank you guys for having me. I'll be casting my next game very shortly.